want to start this episode off by saying I think I live in the hood again.
Why? Why you say that?
I come home after a long day of being out, having a nice lunch. I come home. I just looking for peace. The second I bust that left to go into my little neighborhood, there's cars on both sides of the road.
Okay.
Then I roll down my windows. All I hear is yo, Haitians playing compa loud as fuck at 11 p.m. Garbage everywhere.
Oh my God.
Fam, first of all, I want to say, when you live in a gated community, what the fuck prompts you to have a speaker outside of your house?
I don't know, Gary. I mean, was it 4th of July when
Yes,
this was
it was
happening?
it was yesterday.
People were celebrating.
No, but let me tell you the difference of when you know when niggas, and I hate to sound like Uncle Ruckus right now.
You just sound elitist as fuck.
I hate to sound like Uncle Ruckus and judgmental, but you can always tell when niggas first come into the suburbs. Like, fam, if you have a guard gate, you have nothing but wait, are we good?
Yeah, we got. Yeah, that's just Slim, nigga.
Oh, what's up, Slim? Fucking up my shit.
Slim and Luga, two of you did your Jamaican brethren.
All right, I'm gonna go back to your Haitian brethren now. That was outside of my house until 2 a.m. in a gated community. Like, all I'm saying is black people. When you first, not saying that like you have to change how you be when you come into a suburban neighborhood, but fam,
That's what you're saying, though.
but I'm saying, but have some respect,
Fam, here's my thing. You sound like the white people that bitch about the fireworks. If I pay good money, and by the way, Gary is talking like this because he lives on a fucking golf course.
First of all,
beautiful
Cheech,
fucking neighborhood.
No. Have you
We-
ever
we
lived
got-
in a
we got-
place where an
we gotta
HOA?
paint- we
Have
gotta-
you lived
we
in a place
gotta
with
paint
an
the
HOA?
picture. If I pay good money to live here, I could do whatever the fuck I want
That's
here.
not true.
I get it.
It's called the HOA.
No,
That is
it's
not true.
No, it's 4th of July.
It's called
Everybody's
HOA.
outside. So because I'm playing Haitian music, I can't be outside.
At freaking on freaking level 10, 2 o'clock in the morning, there's beers outside, and on top of it, and another reason why I said in the hood, I heard an ice cream truck. Nigga, what? It's a gated community. How'd you get in here?
Gary.
I left the hood for a reason.
Gary, upper class America, middle class America still enjoy ice cream from time to time. Not everybody goes to Cold Stones on a Sunday with their family and go get ice cream. Yo, you sound elitist as fuck.
All I'm
bro.
saying is
You
make
starting
America
to change.
quiet again.
Make America
quiet.
That's crazy. Yeah, you definitely vote for DeSantis. Nah. That's not, you not doing that right now. But, I mean, shit. Same old Gary, right? Welcome to another episd of
These Are the Aesthetics.
I go by the name of Cheech, a.k.a. It's hot as fuck outside. Stay inside if you have to. A.k.a. I've been working while Gary's been on vacation.
That's hate.
A.k.a. If you have a good girl, man, just keep her, man. Ain't shit out here but trash and litter. and I mean that in the most respectful way possible. So, yeah, stay inside.
I go by the name of Gary, a.k.a. In Gary Trust, a.k.a. Badman G,
Oh, my God.
a.k.a. Podcast Poppy, a.k.a. we finally found the keys to the studio.
Was that a shot at X?
No, it's not a shot. It's like we haven't been here in a minute. I would never disrespect that.
I'm just saying, like, 'cause you making it seem like it's his fault. We could be here for 2 weeks when you was on vacation for a month. But okay, how was your trip?
5 days.
If you haven't watched or saw Gary's IG,
I'm not famously happy.
Gary has done his usual once a year post of his girlfriend, and this time.
That's hate. A lot of
This
hate in
time,
this.
he was on a trip. He went to Jamaica with his lovely lady, and it was like a two-piece, right? It was you killed two birds with one stone. If I'm
Oh, that's every year where it's like it's her birthday and we celebrate our anniversary. 6 years together, by the way. Shouts out to us.
6 years. Wow.
6 years. Yeah. Yeah, man. Why I say I was in Jamaica for about a couple of days, and there was supposed to be an episode that week, but some shit happens. As always, can't control it. But yeah, man, Jamaica was freaking nice as hell, man. I was in Montego Bay, and I don't know if anyone knows, Montego Bay is pretty much like the 2023 Cancun. Like everybody and their mama there is freaking hella people. I was in a resort. Bro, the shit, first of all inclusive resort. First time at an all-inclusive resort. I recommend it to everybody. I'm not giving up my spot, but you can look it up. Just type in all-inclusive resort Montego Bay. I'm pretty sure my resort is probably one of the first options. Bro, when I say free food, free liquor, I don't even drink, and I was drinking. That's how you know I was on vacation.
Oh, you was drinking?
I was drinking.
Yeah, you was drinking.
I was drinking. I was outside. I was outside.
Yeah, okay.
And shoot, I was half naked 90% of the time. Shit,
well, I did not need to know that, Ayo.
I said half naked. I didn't say I was naked, but I was saying. Anyway, what I say about vacation, man, is well needed because like it gives you like a kind of a break from reality, and it's like I think this is the first vacation where it's like it felt like an actual vacation. I had people bringing me food, bringing me drinks. It's another thing. Like, yeah, I was doing some tourist shit. I was riding horses, driving ATVs in the jungle. I was saying, 10 out of 10 experience for sure.
Okay. How did your lady take all of this in? Was she surprised? Because you guys been planning this for a minute, so I imagine it doesn't feel the same as you planning the trip to surprise her. It's not like you said, hey, take the next week off, we going to Jamaica. That's something you've been planning with her. How is that? Does she appreciate that more? Does it feel like work while you're doing it? When did you actually, start having fun? Is it when you got there or during the whole process?
Well, what I would say is like I had different forms of fun, quote unquote, because when a man goes on vacation with a woman, you have the fun that you want, and then you get the fun you didn't really ask for, but it still ends up being fun at the end of the day.
Okay.
So like what basically her fun is the excursions. When women go to another place, they just don't want to stay in the hotel. They just have to be out there taking pictures, yada, yada, yada.
Spending money.
Yeah, of course. Like, especially if anyone has been to like Montego Bay, like I think it's like Chuckator. Like that's when you get all the bamboo rafts, ride horses, ATVs.
Pause. Stop right there.
Yeah.
Did you or did you not let one of these Jamaican men rub on your girlfriend?
First of all, what's so crazy? We didn't actually get a chance to do the bamboo raft. We didn't get a chance to do the bamboo rafts because first of all, the first day we were on Chuckator was too loaded, so she really wanted to go the second day. And then as we're waiting for our bus to pick us up, the bus drove right past us. It didn't even stop.
You was gonna allow her to get massaged by the Jamaican niggas?
Well, first of all, in her defense, she said because she every woman that goes to Montego Bay, they want to get the little. You're still not
giving me a direct answer.
I'm gonna give you the answer. Because I'm not an insecure nigga. I'm sorry. Like, shit. Like, a nigga's doing his job. Even though niggas is nasty, I know niggas is doing their job. She even said herself, if she was going to let the nigga, touch on her, it wouldn't be past the upper knee. Her defense.
Okay.
Her defense.
All right.
And I'm going to give credit to the spot I was at. I had a swim-up suite, big-ass freaking room. My shit was so far, I was next to a football player that's in the NFL. Not going to say his name because he wasn't by himself.
Yeah. Let's keep the good brother's name out of the mess. Yeah. Black man struggle enough.
All I'm going to say is me and him don't look that much different. I'm going to leave that out.
All right. So now let's get to the fun and the bullshit of it because I'm not leaving this alone yet.
Okay.
So now rate the trip from 1 out of 10.
Oh, 11 out of 10. 11 out of 10.
I get annoyed talking to these relationship ass niggas because.
All right, do you want me to talk about that shit I did like?
Give me a realistic rating of the trip. I'm talking about everything from your irritations, what frustrates you, what was good.
Okay, first of all,
give me an honest ratio, Gary. Don't give me the
good there. Everything is good here. Okay,
yeah.
Fine.
Don't give me the relationship. My girl is gonna hear this pod answer.
Okay, what I'll tell you is if I had to like literally dive into the shit that I like, that was kind of like, all right, I didn't care for this part like that. All right, first of all, what TikTok doesn't show you, by the way, my girlfriend got all these ideas from, you guessed it, TikTok. And when you go to the Chuckator, that's where everybody goes to like do the excursions and stuff. They don't tell you you're waiting in line for 3 hours. In the blazing heat, 95 degrees outside, no wind, by the way. So you're just waiting in a line, and Jamaicans, they take their sweetest time. They don't care, like, hey, if, like, They don't care, like, if you're, like, literally you're making all the type of faces, hey, can you hurry up? They're taking their sweet time. They don't give a fuck. So, like, that wasn't fun. And I was having a conversation with, like, with you, actually, about, like, oh, when you in a relationship and you on, like, and you outside the country or just on a vacation, it's just so funny when I hear, like, not talking about you directly, but when I hear men complain about, oh, my girl does this, and that, or it's like a girl that they're dating, they're like, oh, what they require from them. I'm like, yo, you not even in the discussion where it's like, oh, the shit you have to do when you actually in a relationship. Because I was with my girl probably like 90% of the time, like shoulder to shoulder. And so usually like all the times where it's like, oh, if you want to go to this and that, she won't do it by herself because she doesn't want to look single.
Okay.
And that's like an honest thing. That's like women just like, not saying it's just my girl, but like just women actually think like when you literally walking by the beach and you see all these couples holding hands, this and that, it's like, oh, where my man at? He just in the room watching freaking TV on his phone.
Let me just go disturb him so he could come outside and hold my hand too.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So you went out there for how many days?
I would say 4 nights, 5 days.
4 nights, 5 days.
Yeah.
After which night, when you started looking at her like, all right. I'm trying to browse YouTube.
You know,
and you out here snoring loud as fuck in my ear, and you got your hair in my face.
You know what's crazy? Like, I think after it was like the third day us being there, and then like apparently with our suite, you get like a free like spa day pretty much. But they didn't tell us that it was only one of us that get the spa day. So I was saying like, oh, I didn't know it was only one person that gets to do the spa. Did you want to pay the extra $100? I'm like, no, it's okay. I'll stay in the resort, on YouTube, this and that. So I'm like, just trying to give her like a little space. So it's like, all right, you do your thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna be in here and show. And after that, like that was kind of refreshing. Like, oh, okay, you can. Yeah, it's cool now. Okay. Pretty much.
All right, so after day 3, things got a little interesting, but love
I wouldn't
wins.
say it like that when you landed like that.
I said interesting.
I know what you tried to make it.
I didn't say good. No. I didn't say good or bad. I said interesting. Because you know why I asked this question? Because I feel like before you marry a person or before you stay with a person long term, it's good to do these things because you're like, yo, you're trying to see where your tolerance level is at. Like,
yeah.
Because this is someone that you're going to have to share a living space with one day. So it's like if 3 days or 4 days or 5 days, like I guess in hindsight, what would you do different or which conversations are you going to have with your girlfriend moving forward to make sure when you guys go to these places, I guess the time that you guys enjoy could be equally split? Meaning like I'm having a good time 100% of the time, and you are having a good time 100%.
Oh, you mean compromisation?
Yes. So moving forward, you're not gonna have like you didn't learn anything from this trip that you wanna do different on any other upcoming trips.
What I did try to do, and I don't even know if it's something I can learn, where it's like I literally told myself, if I'm doing something I know I don't care to do, let me not say anything. Let me just be quiet, try to have a good time. But still didn't work because she says, babe, I know you're not having a good time. I can see your face. I can see it in your face. And I'm like, what do you want me to do? You know this isn't my speed. You know I'd rather be on the beach sipping a pina colada, but I'm here in a 3-hour hotline. So this is me for 3 hours.
What more do you want from me? Okay, all right. I mean, like I said, it was like it just from the IG perspective and just from seeing like the post, it just looked like you guys had a ball, and it was dope. It was cute. No, it was cute. Like she was happy as fuck. I could see that on her page, and you were happy as well. And you came back with some, happy weight. Your face looked refreshed. So that's what's up. That's what's up.
Oh, I gained a little weight. I did eat good over there.
Yeah, I did. I did see that. You look stress free now. That's what's up. Well, post the trip, like how you been handling things. How's work been treating you? How's your life? How's your mental health? Let's get into it.
Like when I got back home, like they usually say, like after vacation, you come back into some bullshit.
You have to readjust.
I have to readjust. Yeah, like so I had to readjust until like not shooting new content for a couple of weeks. I was actually surprisingly I was by myself a lot when I got back home, which I actually kind of enjoyed. I was by myself a lot until like this past weekend, 4th of July weekend. So believe it or not, I was outside everybody for like the whole 4th of July weekend. So I was at at the block party shit. Then I was at my family the next day, and then even yesterday, I was just doing some lunch. But I honestly can't complain. Life's been good right now. Can't even hold you.
For me, man, I just been working, bro. I've been working and dealing with this heat, trying to stay hydrated, bro, and just trying to be positive because it's a little tough right now. I feel like everybody kind of is moving like they're irritated. Everybody is mad about something. Everybody's upset.
That's what the heat will do to you.
And I don't know. Everybody's just angry. Like customer service at these places that even at gas stations, you walk in now, it's like people are upset that you even here. Like
You go inside the gas station? Ugh.
yeah. Well, I got scammed before outside by putting my card in. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just go inside from now on because losing $400 when you go pump $30 worth of gas is not fun.
Oh, you're not pumping gas with your debit card, are you?
What do you mean? No, I had to learn that lesson.
Yeah,
but still,
only credit card at the gas station.
But see,
Pay that extra 20 cents. It's worth it.
But what I am saying, though, still, I go inside because I feel like there's more security in that for me because I don't know. Because I feel like what I learned is the scammers could put different machines in the slot where you slide your card, and most gas stations sometimes don't have the Apple Pay or the tap reader and shit. So I just go inside. I go inside, get me a drink, get me a Red Bull, a Coke or something, get the gas, and I'm out. But yeah, listen. Overall, I say all this to say that I'm finally glad that we're back. For the people that reached out to us and missed the content, or reached out to Gary, like we got everything. We got all these phone calls. We got all these DMs. We appreciate the support. I hope some of you guys went back and looked at some of the old episodes. I try to keep up. Sometimes what I've been doing recently has been posting old clips, funny moments, and stuff like some old laughs. So we got keep you guys entertained still. But we missed y'all. I missed them.
I missed y'all.
And I've been burning with takes. Like, I'll be getting on the phone with Gary, and we'll talk for like an hour or two. Yeah. And it's like, it's sad because sometimes we can't come in here and share everything that we want to share with y'all.
No, we'll go to jail. Guys will probably unsubscribe.
1,000%. Or we'll be called all type of names that I won't repeat. But
and also, like, what I learned, too, is, like stepping out, like, I think a lot of people believe that, like, I'm like an AI. So, like, when they saw me in the flesh, they're like, oh, shit, Gary, you here.
It's true.
And I got a couple, yo, where Cheech at? Without even saying hi to me. So I'm like,
yeah, some people think we beefing sometimes because they're like, I see Gary, I don't see Cheech. I see Cheech, I don't see Gary.
Yeah, that's true.
What's going on? You guys are never at the same place at the same time. But it's like we work. We regular niggas with regular jobs. So sometimes he might be occupied. I might be free. And it's the other way around sometimes as well. Yeah,
when I'm home, Cheech is at somewhere in the nightlife area.
That's a big misconception.
No, it's not.
That's a big, like, you know what? But we're not gonna get into it. We have a couple of interesting topics and things to talk about. Let's start with 4th of July. We already covered that. You went to did you go to a lot of barbecues, or were you hanging out with friends, or were you hanging out with family?
Oh, yeah, I felt like we kind of, like, ran through that already. But, yeah, like, I just went to the block party. That was on that Saturday. Mm-hmm. I was in Delray for a little bit this weekend. Delray is freaking packed as shit, man. Like, it's low-key underrated because, like, I know, like, with Delray, it's kind of, like, it's a little bit more of, like, a younger, like, not going to say a white crowd. It's like a younger, like, mixed crowd, pretty much. So, like, if you want to get some good food, want to have some good laughs, like, I know, like, a good amount of people because you got Filthy, and then I got Headache over there. So I can be in Delray for a good little minute. And then I had the block party, and after that, I just went to the freaking. I was in Broward on Sunday, and I went to like a little family barbecue. Hot as shit. Like, I tell you, this heat. I understand if you stayed inside because I wanted to go inside. This shit was hot as fuck outside. Like, we're almost in that time of the year where it's almost like unlivable conditions.
I feel that. There's this big concern going around. I see women on Twitter, on social media talking about it. And they're just saying, like, is it over for the get-togethers and the barbecues in our age group? Because what's happening is the older people still hold on to certain traditions, but these younger men, they say that we're, quote-unquote, in our soft girl era, where men want to be online, men want to be doing podcasting, men want to be on social media doing TikToks. And a lot of the women are concerned that we're not changing tires or cooking on the grill anymore. Like, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like you see the shift and the focus to hold on to these like traditional values, or do you feel like we just not at that stage yet? Like, for example, I don't personally see myself hosting a cookout or doing a cookout unless, one, I'm hosting a party, two, I have a family to feed, and you feel me, I just bought a house and I got a big ass backyard, and I'm able to bring people over to celebrate.
Yeah,
How do you feel about that?
you actually like kind of like led with it. I was saying that like I don't think it's really just like it's not our era. It's just like, bro, the economy's fucked up. Who the hell gonna throw a barbecue if no one got a house?
That's true. That's a good point.
Why does no one ever look at it that way? And yeah, you can do a park, but it's like, what the fuck? Are we in the fucking 90s? If like you literally go into like a big park and you buy like a pavilion, and it's crazy how a lot of people don't even know what a pavilion is. But it's like you buy a pavilion and then like you have all you see is young black people. Do you really think society gonna allow that? You really think that park ranger's not gonna harass you the whole time? Oh, the music's too loud. I smell weed. Where it's like, that's why it's best to have those little barbecues at someone's house because you have a little bit more privacy. And even when I saw a couple of times, and it looks kind of fucking foolish to me, where it's like you see somebody with a little ass pool and you see damn near 200 people just standing around the pool, 3 people in the pool. I'm like, yo, this shit looks goofy to me. Like, what the hell is y'all doing? I'm pretty sure there's only probably one bathroom in that house and there's no parking. So it's like that shit just do not look fun to me.
Yeah, I feel like this generation, though, of people, I feel like we just bitch about problems and we point things out, but nobody is coming up with a solution. Like, how can we all host cookouts and do all this shit when, like, a lot of people in our age groups don't have home ownership, like you mentioned? Like, if I don't have a house, who am I going to invite people over to? If I don't have a steady job where I could fund all this shit and cook all this shit, because it's like, it looks tacky inviting people over and having them bring everything. Like, it's cool to say, oh, bring something. It's polite to bring something with you. But it's like, if I'm hosting something, I want to host it. You get what I'm saying? And the other thing, too, is like, there's only maybe 2 of my friends that I trust to eat from. Like, I'm old school. Like, I want to eat from the people that I know can cook and that know how to marinate the meat and I know how to season well and shit like that. And a lot of people in our generation, yeah, a lot of kids and a lot of women in our generation, I'm not going to say just women alone, I'm not going to target them, but a lot of people just don't prioritize cooking or just the value in cooking, or they able to cook for themselves and not for a group. So yeah, I don't think we just, personally for me, I know people bitch about it, I just don't think we're in that stage yet where it's like everybody wants to stay home and host something or have people over to do that shit.
Well, what I would add on to it as well is like why you don't really see a lot of gatherings too, because not to sound pussy, but that shit sometimes it's not even safe.
True. Like, invite niggas to your house.
Invite them niggas to your house, and even I was at the at Pam's birthday at the block party this past weekend. I love the vibe of it. It's like it's finally like you see a big group of black people and there's no issues. There's no violence. Everything was like included. There was free drinks, free water, free food, even though, no disrespect to the restaurant that was throwing it, y'all took way too fucking long to give out the food. If the shit starts at 4 o'clock, why are we cooking at 9? But like, fam, just to put that out there. But I
see why you don't go out. The more you talk, I see, because these little shit. Because real niggas know when you going somewhere to cook out or whatever, you supposed to eat before that.
I did.
Because even on Thanksgiving, like when we going to Big Mama house for dinner or whatever, it's like, you got to eat, right? Get some McDonald's or something, because food is not going to be done till 8, like to 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, but even when you eat before, it's blazing fucking hot. You sweat it right out in 30 minutes.
Okay, I understand.
And on top of it, every nigga with a gun, every nigga with a muscle car was out this past weekend.
I feel that.
Niggas is wearing their freaking Glock like it's part of their belt. Like, fam, we get it. You own a gun, and on top of it, especially this past weekend was the first weekend to walk around with like a gun without a license. So niggas was active this weekend.
That's a fact. All right. I mean, shit. How did you feel? Well, my last thing about the 4th before we switch up and talk about something else. Do you feel like we care about the 4th? Well, us as in black people. Do you feel like we value it as much as like white people? Do you feel like it feels the same? Because I feel like when we were younger, because we had the holiday off, if it falls on a school day and stuff like that, and it's like, okay, cool, we didn't mind just being outside and playing around. But the older you get, and the more you know about America, do you give a fuck about it? Do you enjoy it and make it a family day, or like what's your
Like I would say, especially like everybody in this room is Caribbean. When it comes to an American holiday, we never celebrate it as an American holiday. Like, shouts out to like, say, if, like all the troops and stuff, like Memorial Day, like that, like, because obviously there's always someone in someone's family that serves.
That's a veteran, yeah.
That's a veteran. But it's like when it comes to like 4th of July, where it's like we treat these holidays as like it's just a place of gathering. We want to see our friends, we want to see our family, and it gives us another excuse to grill up some food and get drunk.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like that. All right. Well, let's talk about some new music that dropped.
Mm-hmm. We've been gone for a minute.
Yeah, we have been gone for a minute. So between that space and time, I know Gunna dropped.
Young Thug dropped.
Young Thug dropped. Uzi dropped. And there's a couple other smaller names that dropped. No disrespect.
Yeah, I didn't even get to V's tape yet.
I've heard the one, obviously the songs with the star next to it with certain artists and stuff like that. Usually I just run into the collaboration when I click the project because I'm like, I want to hear.
Got to go start from the bottom, start from the top, and go to the bottom.
Nah,
That's just how
I don't do that.
I still do it. Because I'm from the era where it's like when you buy a CD, you just have to hit the boop. You don't even see the track listing unless you actually open the.
But now we spoiled. Like I have the whole track in front of me.
I'm old school. I have to, because people forget that artists.
It depends on the artist. Like for somebody like Meek or Drake, that's gonna have a crazy intro song. Yes, I want to start at the top. But for somebody like 21 Savage or Uzi or certain other rappers or singers that are all over the place and the album is not cohesive like that, yes, if Chris Brown got a song with Usher, I'm going to go towards that first to hear how it sounds. And then later on, I'm going to listen to it in the flow of the project to see how it flows with the rest of the songs. But yeah, sometimes I will say I do start with the big collaborations.
But as far as, I'm actually surprised because you a so-called music head. So like when you have like artists usually hate when people do that, they just start on shuffle. Like they actually put songs in a sequence for 9 times out of 10 for a reason. Like with the Gunna album. Another reason why I'm a big Gunna fan because he knows how to place a song in a certain place. Like I love the beat switches into the next song. Like there's a song called like "Fuck You Mean" that's popping up right now, and it goes straight into Rodeo Drive. I'm like, whoo, that shit was just smooth.
Smooth transition.
That's the type of shit that I be on. But as far as like music, I can't really answer who had a better album, the Gunna and Thug album. I'm pretty sure that's something that the people want us to talk about.
And it's subjective.
Because I really can't, because all I'm going to say is that I kind of respect Gunna a little bit more after this little debate when it comes to, like, sales. Because the fact is, Gunna really held his own. We know, like, Gunna can actually hold his own. He makes good music, just to put it out there. But the fact that Gunna dropped that tape and then Thug dropped that tape when he had the freaking Avengers on his album and they still damn near the same, you got to respect Gunna after that. Even after Blackballed, even though like some people could say that, oh, do they really like his music or niggas just really want to know what he had to say? But I like both albums damn near equally, but I have been going to actually Thug's album a little bit more because how can I say, Thug's voice is like a fucking instrument, bro. I just
that
can't
and
get
the
rid of it.
production sounds a little bit better. I will say that.
Oh, because you have fucking Weezy out of here. All the producers that did that Blackballed freaking Gunna just went right over to freaking Thug.
All I'm saying is, like, I commend them both, right? I have mixed reviews about Thug and Gunna. Yes, I commend Gunna for, holding his own amidst the controversy, no features, put out a solid project, all eyes on you. What are you going to say? Are you going to swim against the current, or are you going to just chicken out and not drop music? And I just respect, like, he took the last few months up to the last year, realistically just being low. You feel me? Not getting into trouble, not speaking up, not interfering with the streets. It's like he's letting like everybody feel how they feel, and I feel like that was a smart move, and it was a good promo move. Like, okay, cool. When I'm ready to say something, I know everybody's gonna tune in because they want to hear what I have to say, and they want to judge it whether it's good or bad. So just the gall and just the confidence enough to know everybody's against you and you gonna do like what you love no matter what, which is music, and standing on the artistry side of things and drop when everybody hates you. I commend him for that, right? But on a personal level, as a man, I just don't fuck with him as a man. I just don't respect him. But as an artist, he does make good music. I'm not gonna sit here. It's not something you can really escape. I know everybody in here is trying to act like, oh, I don't fuck Gunna. I'm not gonna hear that. You gonna hear this project. You gonna hear some songs from the project. Somebody younger than you is gonna play it around you. You might be somewhere at a party, at a function, and they playing it. Like, I just feel like the Thug and Gunna situation only is prevalent and it hits heavier for niggas in Georgia. If you're in Atlanta, you really got to pick a side. But I feel like for the niggas that don't live in Atlanta, that don't have certain ties and certain emotional bonds to these artists, and we just appreciate good music, I think it's, or the niggas that are not street niggas, let me just get that cleared, I think it's just, it hits a little different for us. As far as a Thug album, I commend him for being behind bars and making these big phone calls and getting these A-listers on the album. The album does sound a little dated. It does sound, although it's good music, it sounds good, but Gunna just told us what he had to say and how he felt for the last year. Thug, you just been in jail. You feel me? The songs that you released, it was just not the content we were looking forward to hearing from you. Now, if he did some Vybz Kartel shit and got a studio and you feel me, in jail, or just recorded like some shit over the phone like Wayne did, or certain,
I don't know how,
you know, like
Gucci has like one of the biggest careers from prison. I don't understand how this man made CDQ quality from prison.
So it's like, to me, if he did some shit like this and responded to Gunna or attacked Gunna, it would have spiced it up. But you got to realize that Gunna is still signed to YSL, and good or bad, he's still making money off of Gunna. So I think, like, okay, like, you can't beat him, join him, or no matter what you do, I'm still gonna make money off of you. And while I'm in here, since all my accounts are frozen, like, I might as well get some type of money to help my cause. So that's just my personal takeaway from it. But both solid albums, in my opinion. Everybody showed up. But yeah, I could tell who the streets are leaning on fucking with the most, though.
I know what the streets are trying their best to lean on because all these women on here is playing the Gunna album. We not gonna avoid that.
Yeah, that fuck you mean when it comes on TikTok.
Cash shit. What? Like,
niggas can say whatever they want. They play that shit in the strip club and you see some fat ass cheeks moving to that shit. You gonna think different for a second. For a split second. You gonna think different. So, and
like another album that came out that's like got everybody in freaking an array, where it's like the Uzi album, the Pink Tape.
I still haven't fully listened to the whole thing, but yeah, it sounds okay so far. It sounds like it's for the newer kids. It sounds like it has a lot of TikTok songs on there, a lot of shit that I could see him performing at festivals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
I listened to this album like 3 to 4 times because I'm a Uzi fan. Yeah, I'm a Uzi fan. It's like I didn't listen to the shit when it dropped at midnight, but it's like I'm a Uzi fan. I've been listening to Uzi ever since Uzi was featured on the what's that song with Big Racks on Young Thug song when he had that little feature. I've been listening to Uzi ever since then. I looked up that nigga and typed up Love Is Rage. I'm like, oh, this shit different. So that being said, the album is cool. It doesn't sound bad. Is it worth the hype? Yes. But the thing is, what my issue is with Uzi is that Uzi is in a weird place right now where it's like he's trying to please his new fans. You can tell the type of audience that Uzi wants. He wants Playboi Carti's audience.
1,000%.
It's very vivid with this album because he's even doing the all that freaking screaming
the
shit.
Rage and shit, yeah.
Just like Playboi Carti. And even this album, no disrespect to Uzi, this actually tells me that Playboi Carti is actually on a tier above Uzi, in my personal opinion, right now, as far as stardom. Because the reason why I say that is because I see that Uzi's actually trying his best to make a Carti impression. And I'm like, okay, you don't really need to do that, but okay. He has some good songs. He had a song with like Travis that's bumping. And one of my biggest gripe with this nigga, bro, is that he always previews songs and doesn't drop them for like another 2 to 3 years. Like, even he dropped some shit that was on SoundCloud that was already on this album. Maybe it's because I'm a fan, but it's like, I know, like, yo, fam, I know you have a lot more music in the tuck. which concludes to him saying, "Oh, I'm dropping Love Is Rage 3 apparently this weekend, allegedly." So we'll.
I mean, you know how the algorithmic games that these artists play. They drop their project and they got a deluxe on the way, and if you fuck with it, it goes #1. They're gonna promise you some merch. They're gonna promise another tape. Cause I think he posted some shit like yesterday saying, "Oh, if y'all fuck with this and get it to #1, I'm gonna drop the album like y'all really was hoping I drop." Like,
and he did that last time. I don't know if you remember because he dropped Eternal Take, which was a cool album, but it was more for his newer fans, his younger fans. Then he dropped Lil Uzi Vert versus the World 2, which had all the slaps on it. Had the freaking Yasirski with 21 Savage. He had the Money Spray with Young Nudie. He had freaking the song that we've been begging for that nigga to drop with Chief Keef. I think it's called, I forgot the name. I think it's called Ballin'. But Uzi knows his audience. He knows because it's like at the end of the day, yeah, that nigga be wearing all that like that pink shit, that tight clothes shit. That nigga from Philly, bro. He knows his street audience, and he still makes music for them as well.
I don't mind all the pandering. I just, when it starts to interfere with the art, that's when a person like me is irritated because there's a demo for everybody. Yeah. Like Playboy Cardi could be over there doing that scream shit, that rage shit, that hype shit. Even Lil Yachty tried to get his Playboy Cardi impersonations for a while. When the Detroit sound was popping, we saw Lil Yachty try to imitate that for a good little period of time as well.
And it brought him to the next level.
It did, but it's like now you're hanging out with Drake, you're starting to have that Drake sound too, or you're trying to emulate that Drake sound. So it's cool to pander. It's cool to adjust your sound or to evolve your sound. I just don't like when y'all dick riding every hot wave. Just stay true to yourself. Like if you have a 23 track project, you could give me at least 10 solid songs that are true to you, and the other 13 you experiment with. Or just do a side A and a side B, just like Drake be doing. He'll give you the R&B shit, and he'll give you the rapidy rap shit. I just, like, when I listen to a nigga like Uzi that I know can rap, but it's like you focusing on the sounds and other shit and other aspect of the music, it just comes off as lazy to me because the lyrical content of this album was capped. It was nothing.
For sure.
Like, all these songs are 2 to 3 minutes, and you rap for like 30 to 40 seconds, and then the rest is you doing ad-libs for yourself.
Yeah, it's mostly like crowd-based, like performance-based, a lot of those songs. And by the way, like it's just mad funny when Uzi, every time he drops an album, people bring up, he's into Satan, he does all this devil worship shit. I'm like, all right, y'all clearly, y'all never been to this party before.
I'm just saying, I just hate when talented people get super lazy and just do the bare minimum because that's what's acceptable and that's what's cool. Because it's like, yo, when you think about the Michael Jacksons and the Madonnas, I know at the time they were creating their shit, they were not thinking about longevity. Some of them do. I'm not going to take that because some people think about the future. But it's just like, just make good, timeless music. You feel me? Make something that even you, when you listen to it 5 years from now, you're going to be like, damn, like 2018 was a hell of a year. Like, I dropped this classic. Like, I don't think Drake sits back and feel bad about a lot of his songs. Because he knows he puts his sweat equity in everything, and he takes his time with everything, and he drops a dope project. And I don't know. Like, you have all this money behind you, this budget behind you. You have all these endorsement deals, all these sponsorship deals. You could literally work with anybody in the industry that you want to when you drop some shit like this, although it sounds cool. But it's like, okay, you remove TikTok from the market. How you going to blow this up? You get what I'm saying? You remove the young kids and the festivals and the little white boys that are going to go with every new cool thing because they want to be black or they want to be part of the hip community. Then what do you have? You feel me?
It's really objective. Like, clearly this album was, like, catered towards his newer audience. And even not to get dark, but it's like, you got to remember, Uzi even said years ago he didn't think he was living past 25. Ain't he, like, 26, 27 now? So, and I can tell, like, he really meant when he said that because this nigga's getting every type of tattoo on his face. He put a fucking rock of diamond in his fucking
These
head.
niggas just be stupid, bro. I'm gonna call a spade a spade.
He be jumping in crowds and shit 100 feet in the air. So it's like when this nigga, and he's realized, oh, he wakes up one day, oh shit, I'm older than 25. I'm making millions. I don't know what to do next, like, artist-wise. So it's like You can tell that niggas have that confusion in their life right in front of everybody. But unfortunately, it happens in front of millions of people.
If you're gonna keep it a buck, I feel like these niggas be bored, these niggas be rich, and these niggas be stupid.
Yeah.
Like, you could learn, like a regular nigga, you could sit on YouTube and learn shit. You could learn about stocks. You could go invest in companies. Uzi, you into fashion. You wearing all these tight shit. Go start your own company. Learn how to fucking get a heat press. Like, do something. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, start a car collection. I'm not saying for you to go and, you know, do hard drugs and throw your life away. It's just like, I don't know. I just feel like, but a lot of people, like, just like you described, like, I feel like we give him a pass, saying like, oh, he's just bored. He didn't think. No, niggas be doing corny shit. Just because a nigga is rich don't mean like they, because you got to understand, they have a rushed adulthood. Like, you 18, you have $10 million. You didn't even understand how to properly talk to a girl yet. Now you just get to pull up in a Bugatti and get any bitch you want. Now it's like, oh, exactly. I don't have to talk to women. I could just throw money at problems to go away. Like, I think it's a mind fuck. So now you just live on this high. And we see it happen with Kanye. Kanye is my favorite rap artist. But you could tell, like, his whole life, his whole famous life, nobody ever say no. This is bad. Don't do that. So now, when he started to lose shit in real life, that's when he's like, oh, I'm not invincible. I'm not this. I'm not that. So I don't know. I just think.
Tell you, but like you said, like a regular nigga, but it's like a regular nigga is not getting 100,000 a show.
Oh, he's getting way more than that. You crazy as hell.
Not to minimize it, but like you said, it's hard to say he can do regular nigga shit when he's not a regular nigga.
I feel that. Did you see the JT shit?
Oh, when he threw the phone. Marketing.
I thought that was real. No, that was real. That was a black woman being infuriated because you being a groupie or you flirting in front of her.
I was wild about it. I'm like, damn, is she really tripping? But then again, it's like, fam, you announced your album the day after, where it's like, everything is marketing to me.
You know what the bigger conversation I feel like nobody is having is, how come whatever, I don't give a fuck. How come a lot of women feel comfortable like putting their hands on men? It's just, I don't, like, how come is that, like, why is that a thing? It's more common than you think. Like, oh, I'm gonna pop on this nigga, I'm gonna smack the shit out of it. Like, I see girls on Twitter talk crazy all day, and I'm like, yo, do you know that this nigga got twice the amount of strength that you have? Like, you doing this shit in public at the BET Awards. Not only is it tacky, it's low, it's just weird. You feel me? You got a prestigious event, acting a damn fool, doing all that ghetto shit, and you doing that to a man. You emasculating. I don't care how cool Uzi is. I don't care how revered JT is. Like, you guys both do music. He clearly is more successful than you. You still trying to attack this man. If just reverse the card real quick. How do you think that shit would have went? With an album on the way, Uzi throw a phone at JT's forehead at the BET Awards.
Oh, bro, I'll give you a better example, because no disrespect, the city, like, JT is a struggling rapper. Just saying, there's like, no one's really rushing to listen to a JT album, let alone a City Girls album, even though I might get killed for that.
To her credit, she is the better rapper in the duo. I will say that, but
I'll even a better example. If ASAP Rocky was wilding out wilding out with Rihanna in front of thousands of people and everyone's on camera, the niggas like, you can't do that, bro. What's wrong with you? It's like, that would be a bigger headline. It's like, fam, like, it even wows me. It's like, yo, clearly you with this nigga, he has way more M's than you. He got more clout than you, more money than you. He has more followers than you. And at the end of the day, you still trying to, like, embarrass a nigga just for your ego.
And my thing is, you not gonna leave. That'd be my biggest thing with these women on Instagram calling niggas out. You sell out on Instagram all day. You go on Twitter and bash niggas. You still in your fucked up situation. JT, you not going nowhere. But you doing this for what?
But it's embarrassing for her, though, because you got to remember, she's a city girl. What do city girls promote? Fuck niggas, get money, I scam niggas, this and that, fuck a nigga, I do this and that.
That's a myth, by the way, but that's a conversation for another day.
But that's what she's promoting to her audience, and then the second that she sees her nigga on BET, on live TV, saying that, oh, I fucked the shit out of her, she got a little afro, she looked like Ice Spice, kind of like saying like, oh, he kind of had a thing with Ice Spice, even though he possibly didn't. But it's like she just feels embarrassed, like she's getting played, even though her image is playing niggas. That's why she's just generally frustrated.
I'm speaking for me, and I could be alone in this. I don't care how bad you feel about me. I don't care how much you hate me. If we're out in public, there's just certain things you don't do, because that's the make it and break it part of the relationship. If you cannot contain your anger, if you cannot carry yourself in a professional setting and be a woman and have, I don't know, just have the enough wherewithal to just know where you at and what not to do, then we can't be together, bro. Because, you know, things are going to piss you off. You feel me? Like, you got to learn how to keep your cool. And cool, we can have a heated debate in the car. We could talk about this shit when we get home. We going back to the same house. So why we got to do this in front of all these eyes? Now we have a whole bunch of people in our business. Now whenever I go sit for an interview, they're going to ask me about this. Whenever anybody talk to you, they're going to bring that up. So it's like, that's unnecessary. I know in the artist world, that's promo, that's a rollout. You could use it to promote some shit. It's just, as a man, though, it's just annoying. Because you be trying to keep so much in-house. And there's one more thing I want to say about that. It's like, yo, when niggas are doing fuck shit, it's always the woman going around talking about the business. And then act like I'm embarrassed that he put me through this. No nigga has ever cheated and go around and say, hey, yo, boys, I cheated on my girl. Like, hey, I fucked up, guys. Like, I cheat. No, women broadcast that, and now the man look like a villain trying to fix things.
Well, if we really being honest, not to play devil's advocate, not saying I'm team women, but it's like saying that when niggas, say if like a nigga cheat, he's gonna tell his homie. But let's be real. I don't care what no one says. Niggas talk faster than women. That's just my personal opinion. Because you know how word moves around faster? Because first of all, women don't like each other. How can word go around if women don't like each other? Niggas always be seeing a nigga at the gym, seeing a nigga at the club, seeing a nigga at the gas station.
I disagree with that. Yeah,
that's just me. I feel like niggas talk faster than women.
You could go along with the notion that women don't like each other, but guess who's the fastest to trauma bond?
Oh, yeah, well, of course. But then again, I'm going to let you die on the hill. I didn't say that.
No, I'm just saying. No, but
I'm not going on that
hill. That's me keeping it a buck.
I'm not dying on that hill.
That's me keeping it a buck. Just like we bond over sports, I feel like women bond over trauma. They do. Men do it too. I'm just saying, though, it's just, and anyway, JT, you wild for that. Like, I'm a man. Like, if a girl ever did that to me, relationship is done at that very second. Hey. We done. I'm not doing there's nothing to talk about. You can't assault me in public and think we fly.
I'm gonna get a text from Cheech at Friday night saying, "Hey Gary, take that out."
And I promise you, I'm on some shit right now.
It's all right. You be on the high, and then when you take a piss, and you be like, you know what? I was wild.
We'll see. We'll see when I watch this over and see how I feel about it then.
So, No Jumper has been in the headlines recently. If you guys didn't know, there's a guy named Adam. He basically owns No Jumper platform, and he's known for interviewing rappers, doing vlogs, all that.
Gang members.
He's pretty much
prostitutes.
Like he's pretty much the hood version of Complex, pretty much at this point.
Okay.
So but he also has this very attractive woman named Lena, and she is known for being, first of all, how they met. She was doing OnlyFans. She was a poppin' OnlyFans model. And then they started to get together. They were dating for a little bit.
I don't like that word.
Can I finish?
OnlyFans model. I'd rather you say OnlyFans content creator. I don't like that.
We finish the story. I'm trying to be respectful while I'm trying to reel into the carpet. Anyway, she is an OnlyFans model. And so they started dating, this and that. And then I'm pretty sure she's with a dude with a high value dude. And she's like, oh, damn, I need to step my bread up, such and such. So she wants to do porn, but Adam, apparently, he said he doesn't want to see his girl fuck other niggas. So he's like, yo, you know what? I'll do the porn with you, and we can fuck women together, because apparently she's quote-unquote bi. But that's a whole other conversation. But
I was going to say
that's a whole other conversation. So they had a dynamic. They created a podcast, which is basically about sex. They interview porn stars, and then they both have sex with the porn stars, and it's only women. So they've been doing hundreds and hundreds of episodes of them having threesomes with female porn stars until they get married, and then they had a beautiful wedding. I think they were in like Greece or something, or Italy somewhere. They had a beautiful wedding, literally the most like Cinderella-esque wedding ever. Then 1 month later, a random video comes out on her page, And she says, guys, it's about that time. And then she looks back, and then you see some big buff-ass nigga with tattoos on his face come out and, like, freaking does that freaking Terry Crews shit with his freaking chest. And then, like, and then apparently, and Adam confirms it, she's doing a whole nother scene with a male porn star. And obviously, Adam's not going to be involved, allegedly. So, what are your thoughts? That's a lot. That was a mouthful.
Well, I'm going to start with this question, and then I'm going to give my take, right? Gary, I'm going to ask you this question. You don't have to answer. I'm going to clip this up and post it on Instagram or post it on TikTok or whatever. I'm going to let the audience answer this question. But do you feel like in a relationship, when a woman chooses to do something like a threesome with their man, do you feel like it's because they actually enjoy it? Or do you feel like it's the pressure of, I know he's going to look at other women or he might want to fuck another girl, so I might as well give it to him so he don't go look for it elsewhere?
That, pretty much. They're always, women, the reason why women do threesomes, I know a lot of women are going to come for our necks. I'm sexually liberated. I have a mind of my own. I know what I like, this and
First
that.
of all, let's clarify. Women do have a mind of their own, and some women...
Clean up king over here.
let me
He was popping hella shit 5 minutes ago.
No.
And now he's like, wait.
Let me reiterate. Again, like I previously stated, lesbian, some women like girls.
Is your cape a little tight over there?
No, I'm just saying some women actually like girls. They
Yes.
like fucking girls exclusively. I'm not talking about these women. I'm talking about the woman that is trying to be bi for status quo or trying to say I'm bi to sound cool. Like they really don't enjoy fucking other women or eating pussy or doing all that sexual shit. But because they know, hey, I'm with a handsome guy, he gets attention, and I know other girls are going to shoot at him. Let me just, instead of letting him do it or think about it, let me just be involved in some ways so I don't feel like I'm getting played. But that's what I meant. Okay.
So,
Cool.
So I don't know, did you give your take?
No, I didn't give my take.
Yeah.
My personal take is, hell no, I'm not letting another nigga touch my bitch. Look, if I could stop niggas from looking at my girl, I would. Personally. You feel me? I don't know what the fuck you talked about in the beginning of the episode, talking about, oh, she wants the bamboo shit. Bitch, you want to get massage? I will get on these bamboo sticks myself and give you a massage and rub your thighs. I've been rubbing your thighs the whole time we've been in this relationship. We not finna go to Jamaica and a nigga's gonna get some mud from the water and magically do something that I personally can't do. You wanna go to a massage and let a professional adjust your back or, fix your neck or whatever, help you relax your muscles, cool. But I'm not gonna let a nigga damn near finger bang you on some bamboos in the water just because we on vacation. No, that's not gonna happen.
Well, just want to put it out there. If a guy literally did that, I think that would be against his quota at his job. He will get fired.
I'm just saying, bro,
even if you're in another country, that's illegal.
But these niggas be laughing while they know they violating. How many videos we done seen of niggas doing that? They get too close. I get it.
Yeah.
Listen, even if I allow my girl to do that, you get to reach slightly over the calf. Anything touching the glutes, you violating. That's my meat. You don't get to tenderize my meat. When your mom is cooking in the kitchen, does she let you willy-nilly come in there and touch the chicken and play with the chicken while she's cooking?
Willy-nilly
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
This is my kitchen. Any woman that cooks, you know what I mean. If this is my kitchen, when I'm cooking here, this is my work area.
No licking the bowl.
No, none of that. Don't touch the seasoning. Don't turn the water on. Don't do none of that. This is my property. You don't get to do that. You know how long I had to fight and get this pussy consistently, and you just get to massage your fucking thigh on vacation? No, nigga, I work for that. No.
Well,
you can't do that even though I'm paying you $20.
For $20, he's trying to get his money worth because you paid him so low.
But in the case of Adam, real quick, I'm not going to drag this out. Fam, you bugging out. I'm not. It's like I'd rather. It's like the fear of the unknown in a sense, but reverse. Mm-hmm. It's like I don't even want to expose my girl to the idea that I'm okay with her looking at another nigga like that. Mm-hmm. Or just opening that dark portal, because it's like, if you could do this with me, out of spite, you might do it without me. Like, when do we draw the line? Because there's so much conversation, I feel like, needs to happen for something like this to take place. And it's not even an ego thing. It's just like, no, I don't want to do that. Because especially if we didn't come in this relationship with this ideology of that's what we doing, mid-relationship, we just got married. No, like, no. I don't want another nigga drilling you from the back. I don't want to see you sucking another nigga dick. No, that will traumatize me.
Bro, let me give you
Niggas barely want to see their baby come out of their own woman.
Let me give you my perspective on this. So I'm gonna say there's a fine line between insecurity and stupidity. Bro, if you want my perspective, fam, I spazzed on my girl when I heard her speak Creole with another nigga.
You know what? I can see that. I can see your forehead getting hot.
First of all, you told me you don't speak Creole. Now you saying we. The only we in here is me and you. What we doing?
Yeah, do shit.
So first of all,
now Haitian women tend to do that. They get around other Haitian men. They get friendly as fuck. And that's a conversation for another day. I'm coming for y'all. Don't worry about it. Don't dance with, it's just I know him my whole life. He just want to dance compa. No, that nigga has been trying to hold and grab your waist and touch you at the party for years.
Bag.
No.
Fam, but let me tell you why Adam is so fucking stupid for this, bro. I'm like, yo, first of all, I understand your girlfriend is a porn star, but like even like with her, she's disrespectful, full-blown disrespect, and he's just full-blown stupid. If y'all already had an arrangement where it's like, all right, y'all want to do this like this sex podcast and shit, and it's like y'all already did like 100 to 200 episodes already of it just 2 women and 1 guy, I'm pretty sure this got to be the dynamic at this point. After 200 episodes? Like, fam, me and you argue because we fuck up our intro half the time. I'm like, bro, that's not what we do. Let's get it back onto the platform.
Be trying to improvise, but okay.
Me and you get in an argument just off that. And just you trying to take me out the equation out of a freaking episode. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And on top of it, more information came out. Apparently is that he said on the podcast that they go 50-50. Fam, I'm pretty sure you got at least 10 million in the bank. What the fuck are you letting your girlfriend that probably make maybe $500K a year on OnlyFans? What are you doing? That's the reason why she feel like she has the authority to do this shit, because like, yo, fam, you making her pay half the freaking bills when you make 10 million and she probably make $500,000. I'm not trying to get in these people's pockets, but I'm saying it's like, yo, she's gonna have the, all right, since I pay half the money in this house, I got to do whatever the fuck I want to do. All I'm saying is if you literally have that big bank like you say you do, she's gonna respect you more. It's like if you paid everything, and not even just that, because she's just blatantly disrespectful. The fact is like, yo, and on top of that, you get a nigga to fuck you, and not I'm gonna start talking about a nigga like me and you. I'm talking about a mandingo ass nigga that's 6'8", tattoos on his face. I'm pretty and fam, and we all, and I'm trying to
that shit would have traumatized.
Not
me.
Trying to be vulnerable here, but everybody in this room knows of that porn site Blacked.
Yeah, I'm aware of it.
Every nigga knows that, like, we've seen that nigga before and how he be violating these white girls on this. I'm talking about spitting in the mouth, slapping the face, freaking, yo, what? You crazy?
I can't watch you do that to my baby.
First of all, this nigga gonna be freaking full-blown dropping his freaking foot in your bitch while throwing up his set in the back. Like, what?
I think, the last thing I want to say about this is a lot of niggas don't wear the pants in the relationship. And I blame these new age ideologies of, hey, modern women, she has the right to do this. Yes, everybody got rights to do what they want to do and do what they got to do. It's just like, at the end of the day, you have to, as a man, you are in a position to lead, right? And you have to lead your household however you see best fit for the family, because you got to think in the grand scheme of things, because again, you involve a baby in this picture, like this kid is going to grow up and have questions.
She got a kid.
Oh, even worse. My thing is, y'all need to figure out what the fuck y'all doing and stick to it. Because all that confusion, because it was confusing the audience. Because we like, yo, well, we done watch y'all fuck girls for the last however many years, and now y'all introducing a nigga? Like, is this a new business model? This and that? It's just, it's just a little crazy, man. It's just, Adam, you make too much money to have your girl out here sucking dick. and if you into that type of shit, do it in your spare time. Do it in your bedroom. We don't have to see it. If that's what, I don't kink shame. If you are into watching your girl get slutted out by another man, by all means do so. But the whole internet don't have to see it.
That's a fact.
Like you chasing, like you make too much money, you too important to culture, and you already stamped. You don't need to be doing clout chasey shit like this and content like this for what?
Fam, you got married a month ago.
You fucking up the dynamic of your household for what? Now you can't even raise your voice because I just got fucked by a nigga that got a bigger dick than you. Calm your ass down. Are you crazy? You don't get to put anybody else over what I'm saying to you.
Dog, and you have a daughter.
Yeah,
She's gonna, I'm pretty sure Twitter's still gonna be alive when your daughter is alive. Fam, what did Offset say? They do anything for clout.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man.
Yeah,
shit,
bro.
how we doing on time? I think X.
We gotta wrap it up. Yeah, so.
Damn. All right. Damn. I got
what do
like
you-
4 more topics that I didn't get into, but it's okay, gang. We back.
Yeah, we back. We'll get to it.
You know, we'll do probably a part 2 of this, or we'll continue this conversation
That
next
nigga love
week.
part 2s.
Yeah, I do love part 2s. Unfinished business.
Nasty work.
That's a fire porn name, by the way. Like a tape. But anywho, happy to be back. I miss y'all. Like, I be burning up with takes, and I can't come here and talk shit. Like, this is my outlet. This is my therapy. If I don't talk to Gary, I talk to Slim. If I don't talk to Slim, I talk to Terrence. Like, I need to let this shit out of my system. You feel me? So, we're back. We're going to try to be a little bit more consistent with everything. So, yeah, man, I'm just excited for what's to come. Because we are working on some things behind the scenes for y'all as well. So
For sure, man. You already know the best pod in the city is already back.
1,000%. I like that. When you talk your shit like this, you put the battery on my back. Best pod in the city, man.
Best pod in the city is back. You know, I go by the name of Gary, a.k.a. In Gary We Trust, a.k.a. Top Shot of G.
you keep adding AKAs.
And I'm going to see y'all on the next episode.
Yes, sir. I go by the name of Cheech, a.k.a. Be kind to one another, especially right now because it's hot as fuck. You might just get punched in the face for saying the wrong shit. Because even the people that are begging for money are irritated. They don't, like, they don't even, you say no to them, they get offended now. Like, they cash app ready now. There's a nigga that told me, oh, you don't have cash? You could cash app me. I said, nigga, what?
You shouldn't be homeless if you got cash app.
You have a phone and you... All right, dog. All right.
How do they find you to pay your bill?
Yeah, that's crazy. But, yeah, man, this has been...
These are the aesthetics. We'll see y'all next time.
Yes, sir.